order to hide from a nuclear bomb, the couple built a bomb shelter 30 meters underground. But as soon as the couple took cover, the house above them was instantly leveled by the bomb. Realizing the danger, the man locked the door and set a timer for 40 years because after 40 years, the radiation will dissipate completely. When that time comes, he can't go out without being harmed by the radiation. When the wife heard it would take 40 years, she thought she would die underground. But the good news is that the man has already prepared 40 years worth of supplies. What's even more outrageous is that he's built a large supermarket underground. Over time, the couple made it through the year safely and had a baby. In order to keep his son out of society, the husband was responsible for teaching his son language and math, and the wife was not idle. She was responsible for teaching her son the manners and culture of the earth, even though they didn't see any sunlight underground. But the three of them lived happily ever after, until 35 years later, when their child, Adam, had grown up and the husband and wife became old men and women. One night, an alarm came from the front door. The man rushed over to his wife because the 40-year-old switch had been turned on. The three of them danced with joy, but for safety's sake, the father went out on his own to see if there was any danger on Earth. But as soon as he got up there, he found the house in ruins. He rushed out to look for humans. Instead, he saw someone eating garbage on the side of the road. He was so scared that he immediately went back underground because he was convinced that the Earthlings must be mutated. He warned his family not to go out, but as soon as he finished speaking, his father suddenly had a heart attack and fainted. Mother and son rushed Adam up to find a doctor. They also told their son to find a wife and come back. The scientists built a bomb shelter in their house to avoid the nuclear bomb. As soon as the husband and wife went down, there was a big explosion on the ground. The scientists rushed to seal the iron gate to be on the safe side. They even set a timer switch, so the couple lived underground for 40 years. And their child, Adam, lived to be 40 years old. The mother told her son to go up and find a wife. She told her son to go up and find a wife. But when Adam walked into the supermarket, he was dumbfounded because 40 years had passed. Prices on Earth had skyrocketed, and the money his mother gave him was only enough to buy a lighter. Adam had the bright idea to go home to his mom to get the money, but he took a wrong turn. Lost, Adam tried to exchange his 40-year-old stamps for money, but the owner of the store tried to bully him. He lied to Adam that this kind of stamp is only worth $5 at most. Luckily, at the critical moment, a beautiful woman exposed the boss's plot and took Adam in, and Adam thought Eve was a good person, so he asked Eve to find him a wife. Eve immediately took Adam to a disco. She thought that Adam, who lived underground, knew nothing, but what she didn't realize was that Adam was very popular with the girls. Eve was furious. She fell in love with Adam and left, but then Adam followed in order to avoid a nuclear bomb. The family lived 30 meters underground for 40 years. 40 years passed. The son found a beautiful wife. When he first came to the surface, he wanted her to meet his parents underground, but she thinks he's mentally ill. She called a doctor from the mental hospital. Seeing that he was about to be caught, Adam drove away in a panic. Luckily, his girlfriend noticed something was wrong. She went to the hotel where Adam was staying and found out Adam was using items from 40 years ago. She realized she'd misjudged him. She took her brother out to look for him. She thought Adam had gone back underground, but just as he was about to give up, a familiar figure walked by the side of the road and saw that it was Adam. Eve rushed over to him and hugged him, apologizing. And the next thing she knew, Adam took his girlfriend to meet his parents underground, and his mother was very happy to see how beautiful she was, but she couldn't live underground all the time. So Adam sold all his stamps and built a new house. He thought a happy life was waiting for him, but just a few days later, his father started measuring the yard again. Apparently, father was planning to build a bigger and safer bomb shelter.